Good morning, guys. Hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to go over and show you reasoning of why I think VET could hit about 150% profit with a little bit of a drop down here within about 45 days. And I'll give you guys an example of where we're at current price if we start heading up. I'm not just throwing this out there. I took some really good time preparing this video for you guys, so make sure you watch all of it. It's probably one of the best ones you're going to see for a price prediction because I don't use emotions. I use straight metrics and psychology of a market cycle for this. So first of all, let's start this. I want to give you guys a quick update, as I always do in the beginning of the videos, to let you guys know how the trades are doing at tradeconfident.io. If you guys haven't seen this yet, we just won a trade of 17.06% on GRT. We won 19.36% on UNI, and then we ended up winning another 20.10% on GRT. And this one down here, I'm so sorry guys, I've been actually quoting it wrong on the video verbally. This is 20.22% on compound, so COMP USD, and you can see the compound trade right here. And you guys can always click in here to see the new trade, as well as you can click right here to see the full history of the trade. And then we won 15.14% on BTC. So those of you guys who are subscribed over at tradeconfident.io, the membership's $49 a month. You get access to all these trades as well as the metrics. All right, let's get into this. So if you look at this visually, again, I want you guys to screenshot this in your mind right now. This is basically the run for VET. Some people might call this, the run up here. I'm not, because it's down at a 1.5 cents. All right, visually keep this in mind, what you see right here. Does this move up and move down right here look anything like this right here? You guys can access this online everywhere. So this is not proprietary to tradeconfident.io at all. Okay, being very clear of that. Tradeconfident.io/resources is where you guys can find this. This is what's called a psychology of a market cycle. Now, if you just simply look at this, you screenshot this in your head. So we see a move up, we see a move back down, we see some consolidation with a move up and then a big drop. What do we see over here? We see a move up, we see another move up again, and then we start seeing a drop. All right. Where are we in the psychology of a market cycle? That's what we're trying to predict. That's what a lot of people are trying to call. I think if we take a look at this over here, I believe we are in this phase right now where we're coming down to the consolidation and maybe seeing one more dip before we see a move back up. Watch this area right here. So consolidation with a move down. I do believe we are seeing, sorry to get that out of the way. We're seeing this consolidation here with another move down. Now, this is a little deceiving. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think this, let me go over to VET with the metrics here so we can get that set up. But I think this chart's a little deceiving. I understand that this is how they wrote it, but what they did is they ended up showing the entry. We have to guess this is somewhat of an entry, or maybe it was down here and it started moving back up. This is a better chart, in my personal opinion, to show us what this looks like. This is by Phi Delta Analytics. I want to give them full credit for creating this on TradingView. Okay, this is where I believe we're sitting, and it's somewhere around this phase over here. Now, when you get to this phase, you do not have to hit zero. Like this chart right here actually shows you going below the low over here. So this is kind of, in my opinion, it's a little bit deceiving, okay? This is where I think it's better, because I don't believe VET is going to drop down and get all the way back down to, less than, 1 cent is right here. I don't think we're going to start dropping down to 1 cent again. I don't believe that's possible. I think the whales will come in, see the opportunity, and you'll rubber band effect, and we'll shoot back up faster than that. But I want you guys to watch this. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to call these entries here on the metrics in a second, but I want you to see this. I believe this phase right here could be, let's take a look at this. See this low here and see this low here where it's kind of dipping on the lows. If we are pulling the same type of look here and we are in this, some type of consolidation right here, capitulation, this is what Grayscale is actually calling on Bitcoin right now, a capitulation stage. So if that is correlated to this move right here, we could see one more, nice little move back down, and then we start skyrocketing back up. But that move back down, in my opinion, I believe is not going to go any lower than 3 cents. 3 cents on VET is ridiculous. I actually think we could come down and hit about 6 cents here and then start skyrocketing back up, or maybe we could come down to 3 cents and move back up. I do think this is possible within the next about 45 to 60 days. We could see about 150% gain. Now, if we do start moving down here and we tag the low support here at 3 cents, we'll just call it 3.5 cents in here. That could be about 340% profit. If we do that, we must allow for more time. And I do believe this needs to be pushed out to about 2 to 3 months. But this does still correlate to maybe 150 to 300+% profit before the end of October. Now, I'm not coming out here and saying in 15 days we're going to go up 50%. That's not the case. That's not what I'm calling. So I am looking at within 45 days, I do believe it is possible to see a move up here to about 150% if we don't drop below the support here of 6 cents. If we drop below the support of 6 cents, I do think the next catch point is clear on the chart, and that's about 3 cents, which is exactly where our last buy limit is, and that's where we could push up to about 350. Okay, let's go over the metrics, and I'll show you guys how to get in here at the best places. Taking a look at VET today, these metrics will update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here. It's coming up on 6 o'clock here, so let's call it 2 hours and 20 minutes. Make sure you guys are over here and you're subscribed. Emotional index. This has not happened many times before. Please listen to this, guys. If you are trading a VET and you want to get in here, VeChain is on crazy discount right now. The metrics don't lie. The emotional index is showing fearfulness, and last time it did this, we skyrocketed. Like, I could do a simple prediction video off this metric alone and the ones I'm about to show you, but I want to pull all these together to show you why it's such a good buy right now. Last time we dipped down here into the fearful section, we shot up immediately after that. Last time we got here, we shot up after that, and it is a matter of time, I believe, before we hit maybe just a little bit more of a dip here and we shoot up. It literally could happen any day. So the emotional index is calling this, as well as the psychology of a market cycle, I believe, is calling for a pump. Let's keep moving down here. So we also want to look at the long versus good trade risk. We are sitting a little bit neutral here, but we just got done getting a great long trade signal. Last time we got this great long trade signal, we were down here and we saw a very nice pump. So I do believe this is a great case for VET to start pumping up again. Let's keep moving down. We look at the well in the institutional smart money. Historically, when we have seen this get way up here on the sentiment for the whales, we see a jump in the price. We saw it again. Let's take another correlation over here. A high jump in the sentiment. We see a shoot up right after that. Like, it does not take long when we see pumps in the market. Let's look back at history a little bit further. We see right here another pump in the long trade sentiment. We shot straight up. Pump in long trade sentiment. We shot straight up. Pump in long trade sentiment. We shot up. Right here, we shot up. Right here we shut up. Like, literally every single time we see this, except for this moment right here when literally fear put into the market like crazy, and even the whales were buying this dip, and a lot of retail traders were getting very anxious and fearful, they were still buying this and still buying this. What's happening right now? This is a great deal of sentiment for smart money to buy. So this is another bullish indicator here. Okay, support resistance prices. If we shoot up, I am expecting to see a stall out at the psychological level of 10 cents. Let me show this to you guys on the chart. 10 cents would put us right about here at the structure high. Let me pull this down here. Right about here. So 10 cents. I do believe, now this is on the daily time frame, that we could head up here to the top, which this would put us around 15 cents, okay? 15 cents is structure high where I do think we could get, and then definitely see some people taking profit, so you want to watch out for that. Let's keep going over this. If we do head back down, let me play this scenario out real quick. If we do head back down on the charts, it is a drop down to 6 cents without, like, I really believe 6 cents is where we're going to drop down to. Let me get it visually on the chart. It's structure low right here. It's not much further. This is the daily time frame. So if we start dropping down, I do believe 6 cents is the place where we could get. And let me go to the 4 hour because I want to teach this to you guys as well. Watch this on the chart. I know this is a little bit longer, but I'm trying to give you guys everything you need to make a good decision here. When you come in here and you look at this price structure, you need to be thinking of all the traders that are currently active in trades. Those traders who took all their long trades right here will have stop losses at this structure low of 7 cents. They will have stop losses at structure lows of 0.068. Okay, we're going to call it 7 cents. If these long trades do not progress and move higher, stop losses will be hit. They will get scared. They'll try to cover their position with short trades and drive the market down. Or they'll see structure support getting broken, excuse me, guys, and then they will actually just start selling because they're scared of the price going down. That is why I believe if we break 6 to 7 cents, it is a very fast drop down to basically 6 cents immediately. Now, I know we're only talking about, a cent here, but when we're talking about a cent, it's 17%. That's a big deal for people's portfolios. All right, follow me here. We're going to keep going down here. If you guys are looking to dollar cost average this, we just got a signal. Literally, this was on the daily. So this is 3 days ago. This signal came out. Like, guys, if I can like scream from the rooftops like this is about to explode, I do believe VET is about to explode. Now, nobody come out here in the comments and be like, oh, in the next few days it head down. I do believe, and I want to make this clear, I do believe if we break this structure support, we could head down to 6 cents. I absolutely believe 6 cents is in the books if we break down below that. If we break below 6 cents, 3 cents call it 3.5 to be exact here, is where I think we could see a move down. But if you are looking at dollar cost average and you don't want to miss out on a move up here, this is an incredible place to look to get some money into VET, not financial advice, entertainment purposes only. These metrics are calling this. Test the metrics. If you guys are like, hey, I in the past, these are absolutely true. They're holding very true. Here you go. You now can test this. If you're looking for exit points once you get into your trade, I highly recommend you guys come over here. Make sure you have a membership to tradeconfident.io. It's $49 a month. I will be raising the price. Okay. Exits. If you want to get good exits before the market drops, exit before the market drop, exit before the market drops, exit before the market drops, so on and so forth. This is the indicator metric I really highly suggest you guys use, which is what I'm going to be using as well. So if you get in right now and you look for a pump up, watch this on a daily basis, because as we start heading up, this is historically called the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops, 6 drops in the market. Like, it's called the last 6 drops in the market. Make sure you're watching this, okay, guys? Like, I promise you this membership is going to be probably the best amount of money you've ever spent on crypto. Like, it's stupid cheap. I know I could charge $1,000 for this for the hedge funds that I've helped in the past, but I'm giving this out to retail traders to help you guys. Death Cross is still active. So you guys see all of this. Use these 2 metrics right here to look for entries. Watch also the sentiment of the emotions. Once we start pumping up, if we get into the excited or greedy section, I can't financially say this, but highly look to take some profit when you're into highly consider taking profit, my personal opinion, when you guys are in the excited section again. Like, watch these metrics every day. So let's wrap this video up. I do believe we could see a pump up here, and let's pull this back up. If we get down to 3.5 cents, 350 is where I think. I'm going to make this reasonable. If we start pumping right now, I believe it's 110% move up we could see within the next 45 days. Okay, that's my call. It's what the thumbnail says, all of that. If we move down further, I do believe we could see 6 cents be another target for the support to get hit, and then we would see about 153%, but we must allow more time for this because it moved lower. So I would say maybe about 50 days or so. When I call the 2 months of 60 days, I believe that is if we come down to the 3 cent mark here, the rubber band effect will take place. A ton of money will enter into the market because it's so ridiculously cheap, and people could ride this back up to 350%, which would correlate to the market cycle of pushing back down here below the anchor section and then driving it right back up. Previous structure highs here. Obviously, you could push up, even halfway back to the previous bull run. But these are very, I would say, conservative, but very realistic predictions on the chart that I want to give you guys today. And I'm very excited about this because those of you guys who are in VeChain, I think a lot of good things are to come very soon. Trend exhaustion is also calling a pump that's due here on VET. So watch this. Guys, make sure you are subscribed with a membership over at tradeconfident.io to see all these metrics and follow this. God bless you so much, guys, and I will see you on the next video. This could be a skyrocket about ready to happen. See you guys. Bye-bye.